a service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily CNC Podcast is a service of CNC News, and it's brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. United States Senator Charles Schumer says the Federal Drug Enforcement Agency needs to change its rules so pharmacies and community groups can host take-back events for old prescription drugs. Schumer is in Greece asking the DEA to set up a buyback program using federal funds to encourage people to return unused pills. Schumer appeared with George Ferris of Ferris Pharmacy and officials from the Pharmacy Society of Rochester. Schumer said there are increasing rates of prescription drug abuse in Monroe County and the Finger Lakes, nearly 1,400 cases in Monroe County alone in 2011. Nationwide, 70% of prescription drug abusers get their pills from home. Senator Schumer said New York has adopted a buyback program allowing pharmacies to take back unused prescription narcotics for disposal, which should help with that problem, but federal regulations are blocking it. An arrest has been made in last week's purse snatching outside the BJ's Wholesale Club in Henrietta, in which a woman was injured. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office said Michael Ruiz of Rochester was picked up by city police and sheriff's investigators. He's charged with second-degree robbery and assault, and he's in the Monroe County Jail. The chair of Monroe County's Democratic Party issued a statement saying the party, its leaders, committee members, and activists strongly and enthusiastically support Lovely Warren for mayor. Joe Morelli reiterated the party's support for the city council president's mayoral campaign after a third day of talk about re-electing Mayor Tom Richards on the Independence Party line. Mayor Richards tried to dampen the speculation with a statement on Monday, but the rumor mill started grinding again after the Democrat and Chronicle reported that the mayor's communications director actually wrote an Independence Party press release urging a crossover vote for Richards. Others reportedly fanning the flames included former county Democratic Chair Molly Clifford. Mayoral spokesman Gary Walker confirmed on Wham TV that he did write part of the release, which said Mayor Richards would likely agree to serve if elected. The mayor formally quit campaigning after losing the Democratic nomination to Lovely Warren in last month's primary, also citing a family health crisis that needed his attention. A few days later, the mayor's son died of cancer. Richards repeated this week that he made a commitment to drop out and to throw his support to Warren, and he stands by that commitment. But Walker said Mayor Richards remains on the ballot by law as the independence candidate, and it is up to voters to decide if he will be elected. Meanwhile, Warren said the mayor should step up and declare his intentions one way or the other. The Humane Society of Greater Rochester said a Rochester man has been arrested on animal cruelty charges following the investigation into an incident depicted in this viral YouTube video. Spokeswoman Adrienne McHargue said Brett Neal was charged following an investigation that began with a call last week to the animal cruelty hotline. The callers then rigged a camera and caught this video of Neal dousing his German Shepherd with a hose and hitting it with what appears to be a rake. They then posted the video to YouTube, which caused a hue and cry. McHargue said investigators had to locate the person who took the video, get the original, and a sworn statement of its authenticity. That's because video from the internet isn't admissible in a court of law. Princess, the German Shepherd, is at Lollipop Farm being checked out by veterinarians. New York State's Education Department finds more than 91% of the state's teachers rated either highly effective or effective under the controversial new teacher evaluation process. The figures released on Tuesday by State Education Commissioner John King found 91.5% of teachers were in the top two categories, only 1% ranked ineffective, and 4% were rated as developing. These figures cover teachers and principals statewide except New York City, which has only just begun its evaluation. King said these are preliminary numbers. Analysts haven't torn into them yet, but he called them striking and said the teachers clearly were not negatively affected by the controversial new Common Core curriculum standards. The site of a former oil refinery south of Rochester is about to be cleaned up with help from a $1 million state grant. The mayor's office said the money comes from New York's Brownfield Opportunity Area program. It helps clean up contamination at old industrial sites so they can be redeveloped. The main site to benefit from the money is the old Vacuum Oil Company property, about 150 acres of land along the Genesee River off the south end of Exchange Street in Plex, the Plymouth Exchange neighborhood. Once it was a standard oil refinery and a railroad yard. The city hopes to see it become riverfront housing and retail development with parks and open space. But first, 38 contaminated hot spots have to be dug out and cleaned up. The state money will cover planning for all that work. To the left of the player window are the links to these and other stories. If you're looking at a CNC page, at the bottom you'll find links that you can use to post news and information directly to us. Next podcast is As It Happens, and updates are as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.